This is Mr. J. Today is Thursday, July the 27th, 2023. Today's news is bad, sad news, I'm afraid. South Korean POW still held in North Korea 70 years after armistice. All right, POW. Well, POW is going to be our word of the day. And you need to understand that in order for you to understand the news. So first thing we're going to look at is POW, all right? So POW is short for prisoner of war, and it means someone who isn't a criminal, but they were fighting against another country, and so the other country got them and put them in jail, right? So prisoner of war. There's a POW camp on Goja. There was one. I think they've turned into sort of like a museum where you can go and look at stuff where obviously, since it was on Goja, it was not South Koreans, but maybe people from other countries like North Koreans and that who had to stay there. POW camp. All right, so POW is a common word that you should know. I mean, it's just the letters, right? P, O, and W. So it should be easy enough to remember. POW. Okay, yeah, so the news, let's go back to the news, right? All right, so the news, as you can see, here we go, is that there are still people that are in North Korea, South Koreans, all right, after 70 years. So 70 years ago, North Korea and South Korea stopped fighting, but at that time, the North took many prisoners, South Korean soldiers. And after 70 years, there's still some of them that are there. This is one man who managed to come down. He's 93 years old, but he was stuck up there for a very long time. And he wasn't able to come down into the South until about the year 2000. So, but he's saying we can't give up because there's still people up there. All right, so my question is, what about you? If your father or your brother or your sister or mother were taken prisoner by North Korea or something, what would you do? How long would you wait? Would you wait 5 years, 10 years, 70 years? What would you try to do, right? It's a very difficult question, I think. How long do you think you would wait, right? Maybe forever is the only answer you should give, right? I don't know. All right, guys, let's jump right into our weather. How's the weather today?
It'll be partly cloudy, with a high of 31 and a low of 24. Currently it's 31 and partly cloudy.
Wow, 31, that's hot. Okay, let's see, what about tomorrow?
It'll be mostly cloudy, with a high of 29 and a low of 24.
29, okay, well, a little cooler, but still too hot for me, I think. I'm glad that it's not raining too much, but when it's this hot, it's hard to play outside, right? All right, so we talked about the weather. We talked about our word of the day, which is POW, right? POW. If you think about it, POW, it actually has how many syllables? POW, POW, 5 syllables, right? 5 syllables, but you just memorize the names of the letters, POW. Okay. Another thing I want you to think about, since we're talking about POW, is do you have anyone in your family who's in the military, right? The Navy or the Air Force, right? Or the Army, right? Who is in the military in your family right now, and where are they? And if not, you must know somebody who was in the military, and what type of military duty did they do. All right, I want you to think about that. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for today. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's our culture class, so don't come too early and don't stay too late. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.